Hey, Rob.
Hello, Ruth.
I was looking for you.
Andrew just left a minute ago.
I know. I met him on the road a second ago. He said you were here. I wasn't looking for him, Smarty, if that's what you mean. I was looking for you.
Is it because I'm leaving tomorrow?
Because your mother's anxious to have you come home, and she asked me to come find you. I just wheeled my over to your house.
How's your mother?
She's about the same. She never seems to get any better or any worse. Oh, Rob, I just wish she'd pick up a little, or at least try to make the best out of things that can't be helped.
Has she been nagging you again?
Yes, she's always nagging me. No matter what I do, she always seems to find fault in it. She's growing more irritable by the day. Oh, Rob, you've no idea what it's like to live alone with her in that big, lonely house. It's enough to drive anyone mad. If only Pa was still alive. I shouldn't complain like that. I wouldn't to anyone else but you. Poor Ma. Lord knows it's hard enough for her, having to be wheeled around in a chair ever since I was born. I suppose it's natural to be cross when you're not able to walk a day in your life. But why should she always be in a temper with me? Oh, Rob, I wish I was going away someplace nice, like you.
It's hard to say sometimes, and equally hard to go.
If I'm not the stupid body, I promised I wouldn't talk about your trip until after you left, and there I go, first thing.
Why didn't you want to talk about it?
Because I didn't want to spoil this last night you were here. We're all going to miss you so terribly, Rob. And your mother's going around looking like she might burst into crying any minute. And you ought to know how I feel. You and Andy and me. Well, it seems like we've been together forever.
You and Andy will still have each other. It'll be harder with me. I won't have anyone.
But you have the new people and new places to take your mind off. We'll be surrounded by the old and familiar to remind us of every minute of the day. It's such a shame you're going now. In spring, when everything's getting so nice. I often talk that way when I know going away is the best for you, on account of your health. The sea trip's bound to do you so much good, everyone says.
Don't tell me you think I'm some sort of hopeless invalid, too. I've heard enough of that talk from my folks. Honestly, Ruth, I'm more healthy than I've ever been in my life. I wouldn't even consider my health an excuse for this trip.
Well, of course you're going to find a lot of opportunities to get on, your father says.
I don't give a damn what he thinks. I wouldn't go across the road for the kind of opportunity Pa thinks of. I'd run away from it instead. Excuse me, Ruth. I've heard an overdose of that practical consideration from Andrew.
Well, if it isn't any of those reasons, then why do you want to go?
Why do you ask?
Oh, well, because it's such a shame.
Well, why?
Well, because everything.
I could hardly back out now, even if I wanted to. I'd be forgotten before you know it.
You won't. I'll never forget.
You promise me, Rick?
I promise. Of course. It's mean of you to think we'll forget you so easily.
Oh.
Well, you still haven't told me why you're going. Aren't you going to?
I doubt you'd understand. It's difficult for me to explain, even to myself. Either you feel it or you don't. I remember being conscious of it first, even when I was a little kid. Have you forgotten what a sickly specimen I was?
That's in the past. Let's not think about it.
Well, you'll have to understand. Well, in those days, when Ma was fixing my meals, she used to push me to the west window to get me out of the way. Tell me to look out and be quiet. That wasn't hard. I guess I was always quiet.
Yes, you always were. And you suffering so much too.
So I used to stare out over those fields, over there. Somehow, after a time, I'd forget about any pain I was in. I'd start dreaming. I knew the sea was over those hills. My folks had told me. And I used to wonder what the sea was like. Try to form a picture of it in my head. There was all the mystery in the world over those hills. That far-off sea. And there still is. It called to me then, as it calls to me now. And other times, my mind would follow the road, winding off into the distance with those hills, as if it too was searching for the sea. And I promised myself when I grew up and grew strong, I'd follow that road. And didn't I? if we find the sea together. You see, me leaving, that's just keeping that promise I made to myself long ago.
Yes, I see.
Those were the only happy moments of my life, dreaming there at the window. I like to be all alone in those times. I got to learn all the different kinds of sunsets by heart. And all those sunsets took place just over there, beyond the horizon. So gradually, I came to believe all the wonders in the world happen right over those hills. There were the homes of those good fairies that perform beautiful miracles. I believed in fairies then. Perhaps I still believe in them. In those days, I could hear them calling to me to come out and dance and play hide and seek to find where the sun was hiding himself. They sang to me songs that told of all the wonderful things that happened beyond those hills. They promised to show me all of them if I'd only come. But I couldn't come. And I used to cry sometimes. And Ma, she'd think I was in pain. But that's why I'm going. For I could still hear them calling. But the horizon is as far away as it is, as it's always been. That's why I'm leaving. Do you understand now?
Yes.
So you feel it then?
Yes, of course I do. How could I help feeling it, Rob? You tell things so beautifully.
Well, now you know that's why I'm leaving. It's for that reason. And one other.
You've another? Then you must tell me.
I wonder if I should. You promise me you won't get angry, no matter what it is?
Yes, I promise.
I love you, Ruth.
Oh, Rob.
But Ruth, wait, let me finish. I wasn't going to tell you, now that I'm leaving for so long and so far, but it could be forever. And I knew I'd always love you, the kind of love I saw Andrew had for you. And I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd loved him.
I don't love Andy, I don't. What if I put such a full notion into your head? Oh, Rob, you can't go now. You can't, I won't let you. It'll break my heart.
You mean you love me?
Of course, what'd you suppose? I've loved you right along.
But you and Andy, you're always together.
Because you never paid attention to me. You're always reading an old book and didn't pay attention to me. I was too proud to let you know that I cared because I thought your year away at college had made you stuck up and you didn't want anything to do with me.